Anthony, you've only beaten me one time. How about you go wait in the lunch line?
Welcome back, everybody, to week 4. I'm being yelled at. Welcome back to week 4 of the Fantasy Football Powerball Junior podcast, everybody. We're so happy to be here. Somebody, this group chat, got their first win against another somebody this week. That was me. Alexi's a loser. So here's what our introduction and what we're doing today, segment-wise.
Wait. Guys, I'm back.
Okay.
Anyways,
we'll get there.
My fantasy football team. I'm here to stay, and I'm so elite, and all of you should watch out. Because I dominated Justin. And I dominated pretty much every single other person in this league if I would have played him. You guys all suck.
I believe that Braden, are you okay? Braden won as well. Okay, cool. All right.
No, I lost.
Just Alexi. Alexi still has no wins. There's a lot of shit talking to me, and I kicked the shit out, and I put him back in his little hair drain place. So
yeah. Well, let me say something on that real quick. You're fat. You're a disgrace to your entire bloodline. Why don't you just go to the gym?
Dude,
I've said to you before, literally the entirety of your family is skinny, but you choose to stay fat. Actually, you got skinny for a summer, and then you reverted to being fat again. So I don't know what happened.
Do you want to talk?
Do you really don't you have any better insults than just calling him fat?
Well, he also has scored less total points than me in fantasy football, and Braden has too, oddly enough.
I scored 76
Alexi, I'm about to.
Wait, hold on. How come when I call him fat, I'm like, oh, that's the only joke you got? But when he says, oh, clogged up hair drain.
Yeah, Alexi, I'm
said that 3 weeks in a row.
I'm about to go pull you out of my hotel shower drain.
Okay, yeah, whatever. I literally just got done hooping, exercising, something clearly none of y'all know about, especially Anthony.
Room service, I have it, Alexi.
Alexi, I thought you weren't going to join the podcast today.
Yeah, you're right. Peace out.
I thought you had to have one win.
Yeah, I actually do that. Anthony was like, no, we need you. It's not going to be good if you don't have me. So I came. All right, you happy? I come on. Y'all are begging me to have me on. The first thing I do is get ripped. You want me to leave? I'll leave. I'll go ahead and leave right now.
Suck it up. We've ripped everyone.
Don't. I won't be able to admit you again. So don't leave.
We just want you to win, Alexi. Okay.
Alexi, honestly.
Do you want me to win?
Nick,
Alexi,
stop.
it's not your fault.
Nick, stop talking. Stop. I'm trying to get through the intro. Shut up.
This is the intro, Anthony. Are you so dumb? This is what they do on podcasts. These poor
listeners listen to this shithole podcast right now.
This is why people listen, because we just shit on each other.
Yes, I'm aware during the segments. Holy shit. We don't have
this is a segment. It's called the intro.
Segment
hey guys, on average, people only listen to this for about 10 and a half minutes.
Great. I'm trying to
minutes left.
Yes, I'm trying to get this thing along. Okay, so our first segment of the day, we're going to help you sports bettors, you degenerates out there, and we're going to give you this weekend 3-leg parlays that you can do, but they're player props. So we're not saying who's winning by the spread. We'll do over, under, and yards and stuff. So, Nick, if you'd like to give your 3-leg parlay of the weekend, everyone can bet on them and say that he won you.
Sure.
Take it away.
I am on Caesars Sportsbook. I'm actually legally gambling for you degenerates out there because I'm in Tennessee tonight. The first leg is Austin Eckler under 54.5 rushing yards. And then Nick Chubb over half a touchdown or just to score a touchdown. And I wanted to do Tony Pollard over 13.5 receiving yards, but I accidentally clicked on Antonio Gibson and submitted it. So they're both 13.5. So pick whichever one you want. That's plus 500. I put 5 to win 30.
Okay. Braden, are you able to do this or should we go to Alexi?
Sure. I'll just make one up on the fly.
Okay.
So I just traded for one of the best receivers in the league, Cortland Sutton. So whatever his over is, I'd hammer that. Parlay that with a CeeDee Lamb under. And you know what? Give me a Melvin Gordon touchdown. Full screen one Javonte Williams.
That is the biggest
the in between the 20s god.
You're such a piece of shit.
That's what I'm going.
So what people don't know is Braden just put the over of who I just traded him. The under in one of the best players on my team, and then the opposite running back on the team that I just traded for off of his team score a touchdown.
To be fair, Cortland Sutton is only 67.5 receiving yards.
No, I've been on his over every week, and I've made money every week. He never is over like 70 yards, and he does it consistently. I love him. I hate to see him go, but needed some running back. So, yeah. I'm going to go with Alexi. Sorry. What's your 3-leg parlay?
Yeah, I got Russell Wilson over 1.5 TDs. That should happen. Brandon Cooks
hasn't happened all year. Just saying.
So yeah, a lot of my whatever these things are called, they're just based on like they haven't happened yet, so they're probably going to. Brandon Cooks over 63.5 receiving yards, probably going to happen. I need it to happen so I can get my first win.
My part.
And we'll do a David Njoku anytime TD.
Okay, that's fine.
I like it. He's in my lineup this week. I like it.
All right, so what I'm gonna my 3-leg parlay is Kyle Pitts over 55 yards, who is my Tony's Pizza Player of the Week, which we'll go to later. I was
again.
Last week. I'm saying I was on point with every prediction I had last week. If you go back to it, thank you.
Except for the Adam Thielen one, where you trashed Adam Thielen and then he went off.
Okay, all right. So I got one. Sorry, guys. I had one thing wrong last week. I'm sorry.
You actually, to be fair, you didn't say he was bad. You said he's just fine.
Yeah, exactly. So Kyle yards. I did actually also have Brandon Cooks over 63.5 yards was in my parlay. And to finish it off, we're going with who's the third one? Give me 20 seconds.
20 seconds.
It was a anytime Mike Williams touchdown.
Because did you just trade for him?
I did.
We'll talk about the trade. We'll talk about the trade here in a few minutes. But
so those are our parlays. Please bet. Gambling problems, call 1-800-GAMBLING. We're not gonna do gambling. Yeah, you guys tail that. We're gonna head over to our second segment, which is just some league news. We're gonna start. I'm gonna talk about Nick versus Justin's matchup that we just had. I'm pulling it up right now. Go over this really quick. Oh shit! I'm on week 4, aren't I? It was week 3.
It's week 3.
All right, here we are. Nick dominated Justin. Oh man.
I think Anthony said it too.
Right now, I feel like Stephen A. Smith. I'll tell you what, that Justin's team is one sorry ass team. I told you he was gonna lose. I told you he was gonna be bad. I told you Aaron Jones was going to have a bad week, 5.7 points. I told you Austin Eckler was going to have a bad week. He had 5 yards on the ground. I told you he was going to lose. Justin sucked.
And to be fair to Justin, he still scored higher than 5 teams in the league.
I don't care. He lost. He sucks. His team is bad.
His team's terrible. I mean, they were all hurt. But even with all his guys hurt, he still scored more than 5.
Even the running backs.
That's how pathetic the rest of you are out there.
Running backs, and I predicted that they're both going to be completely underscoring this year, and they have both held their own on that. I also said Justin would be bad, and he is 1-3, I believe. So
who was the superior Green Bay running back last week?
They're both bad, but Aaron Jones got him by 0.1, and I predicted that.
Oh no, I didn't look at that. Never mind.
5.8, 5.7. I said AJ Dillon would have more fantasy points. That 0.1 is more. So thank you very much. Pittman looked good. Olave looked good. Marquise Brown looked good. Nick's receivers kind of carried the win here, and it hurts. And now let's move on.
My coming out player of the week, Derrick Henry.
Can I highlight that Nick has one good week and all of a sudden just starts talking as if he is like the team to beat? He keeps talking about how we're all trash and Justin's team still would have beat 5 other teams or whatever. It's like, dude, you have 1 win. Relax.
So
everybody just relax.
You scored 76 points this week.
No,
that's trying your hardest.
I'm not saying them. I'm not bragging about my team. My team sucks. But you, Nick, your team also sucks. I beat you. You lost to a team that scored 76 points. That's how bad you are. You had one good week.
That doesn't really count.
You You had one good week.
Yeah, all three of y'all have. I can't even include myself this because I have 0 wins. But all three of y'all, if you sum up your wins, you have the same as Ben.
And you have.
I think Ben is overrated.
Ben is a fraud.
I think Ben's overrated.
Yes, Ben's team is fraudulent. We'll talk about that in the next segment.
Multiplied Alexi's wins by 1,000, he would still have 0 wins.
Wow, how many times did it take you to pass math?
7. All right, so we got to get these matchups a little quicker. Nick, go.
All right, so Ben won this one, a whopping 111-77. My goodness, he beat Braden bad. You guys are both terrible. There was injuries to Alvin Kamara and Michael Thomas in this game. I think they're going to play this week, but we'll see. This puts Ben to 3-0. But I will say I think Ben is fraudulent. He is 8th in points scored through 3 weeks, which means the rest of us that he's played, me, Braden, and Justin, are just terrible. And I think Alexi is going to get his first win this week against Ben because Ben is a fraud. Next week, we're going to be talking about Alexi at 1-3. 1-3.
1-3. Yeah, I hope that's the case.
No way. There's no way in hell Alexi loses. No chance. Alexi would never lose this matchup this week. There's just no way. He's got this win. I think if Alexi doesn't win this week, it's one of like the biggest upsetting things that's happened this year. Like, you don't worry, Alexi. There's no chance you blow this one.
No, I got it in the bag. I've been I think I'm gonna take a page out of Ben's book, and that praying thing sure is working for him. So I might have to pick that up and pray real hard on Saturday night.
I actually was doing some research, Alexi, for you on his league, and only one person has ever started our league 0-4. So you really.
Wait, who was it? Who was it?
It was Paul. So good luck.
You know what? That'd be good company for me. But like we already said, I'm already secured the win, so I'm not too worried. I have the 10th most points scored in the league.
That feels like a 70-30 AJ rule. Shout out Paul. I don't know where you got that information from.
Okay.
What is he doing?
I don't know. Anyway, I did say Ben's running backs would be better than Braden's, even though Braden had these big fancy running backs, and I was right.
You were.
That being said, Braden actually could have won this matchup.
Oh wait, Ben
he had
Jamar
somebody
Chase
on his bench. If he had started whoever it was on his bench and Tua last week, he actually would have won this matchup by 1 point.
Well,
he had give me 1 second.
Broncos defense.
The Broncos defense. He could have had a 31-point swing with his Broncos defense, and then if he had started Tua over Russell Wilson, which he asked, which I told him he should have done. He texted me, and I said, "Braden, you should have started Tua, or you should start Tua." He would have won 112-111, but instead his defense got -2, and the Broncos were sitting there with 29. So
that was a 6-minute segment for one matchup. Okay, Alexi, let's take it over.
Oh, shit.
Paul versus Carter.
Yeah. Hold on. Give me a second here.
Hey, good win, Carter. Oh wait, you lost to Paul. The league. Fucking bum.
I don't know. Paul was like the second highest point scorer.
Yeah, Paul. I mean, he's got Josh Allen carrying him. He got the easy victory. Carter did have David Montgomery get injured. Someone wrote comments for me here. Paul's team has some juice. I don't know who wrote that, but he's 1-2, so he can't.
I leave comments for you guys so you have stuff to say instead of just reading.
Okay, well, yeah, Paul's team apparently has some juice, even though he's got his first win. Yeah, this was kind of unexpected though, because I thought a lot of us were sleeping on Carter's team. Paul with the dub. Don't have much else to say.
All right, and I will take this over to Dave versus Connor, where I predicted last week this correctly as well. I said Dave will win this matchup versus Connor as a little bit of an upset. And 0.5 point, Connor goes down. And that is music.
Just beautiful.
It was lovely. I saw the Saquon Barkley 3-yard fall to the ground catch that meant nothing. That did it for Connor. And losers are going to be losers, man. And there's not many things that are going to change that. It's a tough loss. It is. But, I mean, does 0.5 point, does it get any better than that?
It really doesn't. 4 minutes left in the Monday night game and you lose.
He was pretty pissed about that too.
Do this really quick.
And
I mean,
does it take you back to week 1, Nick?
Yeah, it really does. Watching
Yeah, because
Devontae
you freaking suck. You're a loser.
All right.
Continue.
I will say
on better for Connor, and it just didn't work out. And shout out David Jones for starting my pizza player of the week. They got him a nice 14 points last week.
I want to point out Connor's kicker missed an extra point this week. That was the difference.
Yeah, that was it.
Tough.
The margins of victory also this week were insane. Like, this was the only close matchup by far. The wins were by 46, 38. There was 2 34-point victories and then a 16. And then this one was half a point. Like, everyone else all the other games were blowouts.
Tough. All right, let's move on to Braden. Please do me the honor, Braden, of announcing the next matchup, which was Anthony and Alexi. I'm not sure who won this one. But you know what? You know what? Before we get into that, I'd like to go back to something real quick. You ready? Ready? This was when was this? This was Wednesday night before we got started. Dude, you suck. 0-2. I'm fake 0-2. You suck. So who won this one, Braden?
I believe it was Anthony Jones beating out Alexi Maharis in this one.
Was it close?
It wasn't close, but here's the thing. I don't want Anthony to think that he has some good team, so I'm really not going to talk about how good his team was. Your team was fine, but when you're competing against a team and their best players, Cordarrelle Patterson, followed by Young Hoku, it's just kind of like, congrats, you beat him. I mean, I wouldn't have beat him this week.
I would have beat
the sad thing is that team would have beat me by 20 points this week, so I don't have any room to talk.
Yeah.
But Anthony, I think I'm playing you this week, and it's not going to be pretty for you. You traded away Portland.
I'm going to beat you like a drum this week.
It's going to be pretty embarrassing.
I'm like the Grim Reaper, you know, that meme with all the doors and there's blood all over the first door that has Alexi's face. And then I'm going to make my way to Braden, and then there'll be Nick's door next, and I'm just going to murder all of the podcast. They're going to call me the Grim Podcaster. It's going to be sick.
Yeah. Okay.
That was the worst joke
anyway.
ever. That was literally the worst.
That was terrible.
Anyway, Anthony
Congrats,
won.
Anthony.
Congratulations. You got your first win. The trend stops there because you're running into a wagon in the Lightning McQueen.
The 1-2. Okay, and then the final matchup of the week was William versus Mike. We had
our
Mike.
matchup of the week.
This was last week's, yes. We had Mike beat William, which I told you was going to happen. Also, man, I must know my stuff. I told you William's team was fraudulent. If you're not watching Thursday Night Football, Tua just died. There goes your Tyreek Hill season. DeAndre Swift is out for Mike. That hurts. William still managed to lose. But he's got Lamar Jackson, Mike does, and he's the best quarterback in football right now. So
I mean, Mike's team is not good. Lamar just scores 50 every week.
Yeah.
Like he only scored 135 points and his quarterback got 50.
Yeah, I agree. Nick, therapy team of the week.
Well, Anthony and I, we got our first win, so we're safe. Braden's team is bad, but again, he beat me, so he's safe. Alexi Maharis is our therapy team of the week, sponsored by Primo Wellness. You can go get on the therapy couch with
Wait. This award is also sponsored by Drano.
Alexi is currently averaging 117 points a week, but I will say it's not all his fault. He's having some bad luck. People are averaging 151 points against him. That is absurd, considering how low some of these scores have been. Alexi, I don't think it's your fault. I think you're just unlucky. I mean, your team kind of sucks too, so it's kind of.
My team definitely does suck. I mean, I have DJ Moore and like.
And you lost Dalvin, and he's a little.
He'll play. He's fine. He's off the injury.
I think he's still gonna play. But you are the therapy team of the week. Hopefully, you can get out of it by getting a win and somebody else.
Hold on. Who was the therapy team last week? It was Anthony, right?
It was Anthony the last 2 weeks.
Lost to the therapy team. How does that feel? It's like the cheese touch. I'm just gonna pass.
Well, here's the thing: is that he was the therapy team last week and won.
Yeah.
So if the trend continues, maybe
therapy team.
Maybe.
So.
Yeah.
Week 1 therapy team, so I don't really know.
Maybe. All right.
Bad.
Well, Alex, you want to give us a quick standings and division breakdown?
No.
No, you didn't have a
Well, I mean, I can. I mean, we got Ben at the top of his division, the chubby division, leading the way. Mike is at the top with William close second. And then we got Carter and your father tied in the overweight division.
Very nice. I'd like to.
Are you able to see right now?
Yeah, I can see.
Okay,
you gotta open your eyes.
Matchup of the week tracker, Braden, if you want to do that really quick.
Oh, yeah. Matchup of the week tracker. So this is where we predict our matchup of the weeks, and we are all tied up. Everybody is 2-1, and that really is a morale booster here in the podcast studio. Because combined we only have 3 wins in actual fantasy football, so at least we can bet on you guys and kind of win sometimes.
Yeah.
But hopefully there will be some difference makers this week, picking between me and Anthony. But yeah, I think we're going on to week 4 matchups now, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Anthony, kick us off.
I'll take this. Arg, matey, we go down to. No, I'm just kidding. But
What was that?
We got the scrappy boys of Atlanta, Alpharetta with Paul Belangi versus the Fag, the Noodle King this week. And I'm going to go with, I really don't want to pick Nick, but Paul's team is just not good. So here's what we're going to say. And this segment will also bring me to my Tony's pepperoni pizza pick of the pepperoni pick pizza of the week from Tony. But we're going to go with Nick Jones winning this one, and I don't really see this close. Paul's starting Rashad Bateman, Tyler Lockett, and Cam Akers. I don't even know if I have to keep explaining that.
And my kicker has 2 points.
Yeah. But my Tony's pizza pick pepperoni player pick of the week is Chris Olave.
Yeah.
The man has had 13 targets 2 weeks in a row. He had 147 yards. Michael Thomas isn't playing this week. Arg, matey. Sorry, Braden. You're going to lose to me. You're not going to have Moto. And Chris Olave is going to absolutely go off. So that's the pepperoni player of the week. And Nick will win that matchup. And Ben versus Alexi, Nick, take this one away.
So we are actually at halftime of the Thursday night game, and Ben's 2 best players have gotten him 7.7 points. That's Jamar Chase and Jalen Waddle. Like I said, I think Ben's team is a little fraudulent, and I think Alexi's going to win, especially if Dalvin Cook will play this week. Ben's team just isn't as good as we think it is, even though both these teams kind of suck.
Jamar Chase has 1.8 points at halftime.
All right. William?
Yeah, I'm doing Dave and William, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So, I've been giving a lot of love to William over the past couple weeks. But I don't know why I go back and forth on him all the time, right? I told him he's going to get 7th, and then I predicted him to win. He's going to get 7th. Doc is going to win this one. Saquon Barkley has returned to form, and Justin Jefferson got like 4 yards last week. That's not going to happen again. He's going to at least get 100 and probably 2 touchdowns. Also, Tyreek Hill doesn't have Tua anymore for the rest of the game. So that's not good. Cole Kmet, I think, has 2 catches in 3 games. So you should probably pick up a tight end off the waivers, just some advice.
Supposed to win, right?
What?
William's just bad. I don't know. I feel like he's just bad. Him and Justin are just bad.
Yeah. Damian Harris is just kind of Cooper Kupp is good, but I don't know. I just don't think it's going to be enough. Patrick Mahomes has been struggling too. So I think Doc gets the win here.
I'm going to say.
Sorry, Doc. We were clowning on Doc's team.
If Justin wins fantasy football, I'll get the top part of my pinky cut off.
Okay.
Why would you even?
We're not even Justin right now, but that's okay. Doc, okay. I want to apologize to you for doubting your team. Your team is good, and Christian Kirk is a lead.
Yeah, I think we all kind of owe him an apology on that one.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Sorry, but I'm
next matchup.
I'm just looking ahead and I see the fourth segment, the Out of the Closet Brewing Company, and all I think of is just Nick Out of the Closet fag, like pick of the week. Like who named that? That was Nick who named it, right?
Yeah, because that's our brewing company. It's Out of the Closet Brewing. Try our beer, the No Homo.
What brewing company? Like, come on now. Coming out player of the week? Jesus.
That's the whole point.
Nick, that's kind of gay.
That's the whole point.
Is he trying to tell us something? Maybe. Okay, but Justin and Carter, Alexi.
Yeah, I mean Carter at halftime already out of Joe Mixon and T. Higgins, so he has 28.9 points. Yeah, I know. I think Carter's going to bounce back after a Paul Belangi defeat.
He's going to be.
And I think he's going to beat Justin, but I'm not as low as on Justin's team as Anthony is. I think Justin's team is pretty good. I think even though he's 1-2, he's still projected one of the highest point totals in the league. But I think he'll lose this week in Cardinals W.
Jones, but he's not that good. Okay, Mike versus Connor. I actually like this matchup, but I'm gonna go with Connor. I actually really like Connor's team. Connor's worst player on his roster, you could say, is Chase Edmonds, and he got away with a little sneaky touchdown and got him his points. So anytime that the worst player on your roster gets a touchdown, it's usually a good sign. Mike's running backs are Miles Sanders and Kareem Hunt. Kind of a mess. Evan Ingram at tight end. Yeah, I think you're right. I think we're way too high on Mike's team. I think Connor takes business there. And
Connor.
Yeah, he's got Mike Evans coming back.
Is this the matchup of the week or is this the shit bowl?
This is the matchup of the week, which has been dubbed the shit bowl. Anthony versus Braden.
Keep laughing, Alexi.
Alexi is actually not the lowest in points scored per week. That would be you and Braden.
Let's go.
11th and 12th. You guys are averaging 108 and 110 points per week.
A lot of changes.
A lot of changes has been made this week. I've never seen this in 10 years of fantasy football.
Yeah, I'll just swap shitty players.
During the week they're going to play, they made a trade with each other. So now they have to play against their former players in the same week. And I wanted to break down this trade live on air. I don't know if everyone has seen it.
I went to many experts about this trade, and I'm very happy with my decision. So
I think Braden went to some experts on this trade too, because he was texting me all about it.
Anthony tried to come to me. He said, Alexi, emergency. Alexi, please respond.
No, I just wanted to make sure that Alexi went to the podcast tonight. I didn't
okay.
Okay.
If you didn't see it, Braden is going to acquire Travis Etienne, Cortland Sutton, and George Kittle from Anthony. And Anthony is going to acquire Michael Thomas, Javonte Williams, and TJ Hawkinson.
Mike Williams.
I could have Michael Thomas, but I didn't want him because he's hurt. And whenever he gets hurt, it turns into a 3.
Is that not the trade?
It's Mike Williams instead of Michael Thomas. Did not want.
I just took a screenshot. Braden sent me a screenshot.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, I think I like that better. I thought that was more fair. Switching out Mike Williams for Michael Thomas. I guess I saw a raw trade that was getting proposed.
So Nick, what side do you think has the better end of the trade?
I think Braden slightly wins as of this moment.
George Kittle's not good.
But if Mike Williams and Javonte Williams can both step up, Anthony's team could be much more elite. TJ Hawkinson just sucks. I don't know why you would ever trade for him. Hopefully,
targets are there. DeAndre Swift's hurt. Targets are there.
No, it's the Lions, though. It's the Lions.
Lions have more your shitty team, Alexi.
Dude.
All I'm saying is right now, Travis Etienne and Javonte Williams are basically the same in my mind, the way they're both playing. Okay, they both have some upside, but George Kittle is far superior to TJ Hawkinson. And
really?
Sutton, yes, he's much better than Mike Williams.
He had 0.006 points. He can't stay healthy. I don't want to deal with that. It's questionable.
That's fine. If he's healthy, then.
Did you see what Jimmy Garoppolo looked like last week?
They haven't game planned with Jimmy Garoppolo.
I don't really care.
Anthony, I thought you were nutting every time you said the word Travis Etienne. I thought you loved him. What happened?
I was, but I'm kind of tired of watching him be a backup running back. And you're right. I'm banking on Javonte Williams and Mike Williams being who they were supposed to be, who were a wide receiver 2 and a running back 1, arguably. So things can't get any worse on the Denver offense. That's my side of it. It's not going to get any worse because it's horrible. So I'm hoping things get there. And as Herbert gets healthy, when Herbert's healthy and Keenan Allen's out, which he is, Mike Williams was insane.
And didn't he like one catch last week?
Yeah.
I said when Herbert's not hurt is what I just said.
He still threw 48 times.
They played the Jaguars.
He should not have been playing. Keep going.
Alexi, who do you think won this trade?
I think Braden did, and I told Anthony to his face that Braden did. I mean, if you just break down the positional players, you can
leave comments. Leave comments in the chat about who won the trade.
I want Alexi to say that. He clearly has no idea what he's talking about, so I'm okay with that.
Dude, I have gotten 150 points per game scored against me every week. I have no control whether I win or not. I've literally played the high scoring team, third highest scoring team, and then you. I don't know where you were, but somewhere.
0-3, you lost to me. Take that L, pussy. Okay,
Anyway.
Here comes.
Leave a comment on who you think is going to win.
They're all going to say Braden. It's 1 versus 11 in this league, of course.
No, I mean, break down the positional players.
We're getting there. All right, well, Braden decided to start Russell Wilson again, which I guess that's good because Tua is like probably in the hospital right now.
He is at a university. He's doing well. He all of his limbs.
Oh, yeah. That's good. Kirk Cousins is playing in, I guess, a primetime game, so like he's gonna suck. Anthony, I wouldn't start him. I think Anthony's running backs are superior. He's got Najee against the Jets. Kamara and Etienne are bad. Anthony, I think you did right by getting rid of him. CeeDee Lamb's gonna go off this week. You know, Anthony's gonna kill him this week. Braden, you suck. I pick Anthony. Anthony, please don't start Juju.
Let's ride.
I really want you to win, and you got to be able to find someone else.
It might be Elijah Moore or Zach Wilson come back. I don't really hate
Start
that.
Antonio Gibson. He's going to get at least 13.5 receiving yards this week.
Maybe.
That's a lock. And Brian Robinson's not back.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'll consider it. All right, let's go
to the Robinson update of the week. He was doing some of those box jump things and the thing that looks like a hopscotch board. He was doing some of those. That's the Brian Robinson update of the week.
Shout out PFT from Barstool. I don't know if y'all heard his podcast, but he's a Commanders fan, and he was like, that times are so tough as a Commanders fan when the best player on our offense, he truly believes, is Brian Robinson, and he has 2 bullet holes in his leg. So that's what they're looking forward to in Washington. That team's a total shit show. I don't even know if Brian Robinson's that good, but I guess we'll see. So
Parsons. I think we need to talk about how good the Cowboys defense is and how many times Carson Wentz is going to get sacked this week.
Let's also talk about how good CeeDee Lamb is.
Right? Except for that touchdown he dropped.
Yeah, he dropped that wide open touchdown.
But
all right.
He made up for it with that insane catch. Alexi, who's going to win this week? Anthony or Braden? Before we move on.
I don't know. It's hard to pick Braden's team after you
put Alexi, pick one.
Can I speak? I think Braden's gonna win.
Okay.
Oh, you picked Braden. Real shocker.
Now, Anthony, Are you sure? Are you guys sure you want to pick yourselves this week? Because like both your teams are really bad.
I'm gonna beat the shit out.
Myself. I'm going to win.
I'm gonna win.
It won't be close. You won't have back-to-back bad weeks. It's almost impossible.
My team is good.
Yeah.
My team is legit now.
Your team was okay before that trade.
No, my team's legit.
That's what you.
All right. Let's move on.
All right, segment 4.
This brings us to the Out of the Closet Brewings Coming Out Player of the Week.
Oh my God!
And I would like to talk about our next upcoming brew that we're going to start soon. We're going to be making a fall spiked apple cider. We're going to be juicing real apples with Braden's juicer. So look for that. If you see us, we'll probably have some spiked cider in a few months. Braden, who is your coming out player of the week?
Oh man, I have thought about this for a while, and that means maybe 3 minutes. And I'm really picking this just to annoy Anthony, but my coming out player of the week is running back for the Jacksonville Jaguars, Travis Etienne Jr. He is an elite pass-catching running back. Do I expect him to get the first and second down work? No. But here's the thing. They are playing fly equals fly. And we've seen what Jalen Hurts can do. I apologize to Nick for saying that you shouldn't have drafted him because he's really good. the Eagles are going to put up a number. And so the Jags are going to be losing pretty much the whole game. Etienne's going to catch at least 6 passes, and we've seen what he can do. When he gets the ball, he's fantastic. He just doesn't get the ball because James Robinson is good. But I'm expecting him to get a couple more opportunities this week to kind of prove himself, and he'll eventually carve out that role and just put more and more evidence to the fact that Anthony should not have made that trade.
Can someone tell times Braden just said that'd be awesome. Sounds like he's not very confident in his answer. You should take a public speaking class. All right, so Alexi, who's your fag coming out player, the fag come out of your butthole player of the week?
Yeah, my fag player is DJ Moore, and he's going to be on my bench when he scores like 20 fantasy points. But he's gonna put up some numbers. And I know, Anthony, you have this bet with Braden that he's gonna do all these great things. Well, so far, had like 10 catches, maybe, and maybe 100 yards.
Can I point out that people only listen for 10 minutes because our coming out player of the weeks are just people on our own teams?
Well, don't worry, I'll switch it up. All right, so my coming fag player, butthole cum, player of the week. This is a guy people were really high on to start the season. He was drafted pretty high. He has underperformed. I just see him having a massive week, getting in the end zone for the first time, 5-6 catches, maybe 100 yards on the ground. And that guy's name is Javonte Williams. And you know what? He just got traded to my team. I totally forgot about that from Braden. That's my come butthole player of the week. And I just expect big things from Javonte Williams.
Losers. All right. Well, I will actually switch it up this week and pick someone that's not on my team.
Nice.
I think we're looking at a big week from Christian McCaffrey. That's time.
A bold move, guys.
It's Baker Mayfield. Someone needs to just sit him down and be like, look, this is Christian McCaffrey. Meet him. He's the best player on your team. Throw him the ball. I don't know why Ja Rule or Matt Rule, whatever the fuck his name is.
Ja Rule?
Ja Rule, yes. I don't know why he has not done that. And somehow they're 2-1 without throwing the ball to Christian McCaffrey. But, get the man the ball. And I think he's going to get it this week, finally. But I think he's used to having Nick Chubb out there who just doesn't catch. So
that's true.
Well, we don't have a mailbag segment this week because you guys didn't send any questions in.
Are we? Is this podcast fading as the season goes? Let's keep it going.
No way. I think people.
We gotta spice up. We gotta have even more beef. We gotta have even more shit talking.
I think people like it. I mean, if you guys don't like it, if you've made it this far, if you don't like it, just tell us and we won't do it anymore.
Here. I'll get some more viewers for us. I'll make them more engaged, guys. If Alexi makes the playoffs this year, I'll kill myself. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna start. Hey, everybody, send me some trades. I'm gonna start grinding on my team, guys. We need this to happen.
Hey, my team's open for trades too.
No, but all seriousness, if Alexi makes the playoffs this year, I'll get my nails painted and I'll go to class for 2 weeks with my nails painted.
Oh, let's go.
Ooh, guys, I have to be up. I have to be up in 3 hours to go count inventory. How fun is that? I gotta go to bed. If I go to bed right now, I have to wake up in 3 hours.
And I don't like to get serious as a podcast, but let me get serious if I could have everyone's attention. Here in Statesboro, Georgia, we're about to get affected by Hurricane Ian.
No, you're not.
Yeah, not really. I'm just kidding. But it's coming though. No, I mean our school's canceled and stuff. So
that's lit.
I'm not asking for prayers about living and shit because who cares at that point. But I just want prayers, not for the people that are affected by it, just for that I have power on Sunday to watch football. That would mean the world to me.
Asshole. You fucking asshole.
You're such a shithead.
Oh man, but yeah.
Hey, but it looks like we're gonna be around for Thanksgiving if anyone wants to come watch football.
Yeah,
because Sanibel Island got pretty much demolished, and that's usually where we are. We can't even get there. The bridge gone. Look it up. Bridge not there anymore.
So that really is the podcast for everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to know what I'm about to do, I'm about to get in my bed and pull out Justin's 1 and 3 team or 1 and 2 team and just start jacking off. And
He's really going to play.
What's wrong with you?
Is Braden still here?
I'm just glad to be here, and I love all of you guys. Shout out William, just good all around guy. Love the guy to death. Fuck you, Justin. If anyone else has any words,
no, let's have a great week 4.
All right, Alexi, you good?
Yeah, I think isn't my brother coming to play at y'all's frat or at the bars?
At the bar I work at, your brother's coming. Yeah, so come down stage.
It's about time.
Next weekend.
Nobody
tomorrow. It's on Saturday.
Saturday.
Alexi, you can cut this part out.
Okay, I will. No, it's a promote. Okay, whatever. All right, whatever.
For all the other people that are in Statesboro that listen to the podcast.
Yeah. We'll have this out to you guys like tomorrow, I guess, right? Or the next day.
Yeah, one of those.
Oh, also, Alexi.
Yes.
Can you bye, Anthony. Can you start this week's podcast with Anthony's I got Stacy and Jackson? Is that not enough his rap? I can send it to you.
I don't know. That would go against podcast code.
What is that?
Because I already have a template set up where I just drop in the audio and it plays like my rap video.
Yeah, but this will be way funnier because he's playing Braden. Because that was from when he was playing. That's from when he was playing Braden.
I was gonna say something about that because I was gonna be like, can anybody name one line from an Anthony rap diss?
Yeah, I got Stacy and Jackson. Is that not enough?
I was hoping no one could.
Wilson in the pocket, put my fantasy points up.
Yeah,
you
but
got
okay.
He's garbage. I got Rob Gronkowski putting up some serious yardage.
That was the OG
no
one.
match for my boy AJ Green. You may be 9-2, but P-Man not enough. Just wait. Storm 17 is coming for your team. And you can put that in the podcast. That was good. Also, we went through that. We went through that song, and only 2 people are still playing from it. Russell Wilson and AJ Green. And Demaryius Thomas is actually dead.
R.I.P.
So you should actually clip that and put it in the podcast.
I'm just going to – I don't edit it. I just literally throw it in there. So all this is going in here. These poor souls.
Okay. Well, end it and stop recording, Braden.
Yep. Braden, can you send it to me? Oh, wait. I'll cut this part out, though.
Yeah, I'll try. I don't really know because I've never recorded it on my phone before. So I don't really know where this is going to go. So I'm going to try to find it.
So we might not have a podcast.
Wait. Can anyone else stop recording it, or does it have to be you?
Well.
No, it's got to be me. Yeah, I'll try. I'll see what happens real quick.
All right. Yeah. Just let me know.
Stop recording. You will receive an email notification when cloud record.